Hello folks, welcome to The Patriot 24/7 365. This is my first video. My first one came out great, but it was 17 minutes long, and it seems that Facebook will only let me do 15-minute videos for right now. So I got 15 minutes I want to do an introduction. My name's Chip. I will be your host on this this beautiful day. I had some rain last night, but turned out to be a pretty day today. And welcome to my shack. I had some lighting issues inside, so I hadn't really thought about lighting and all that with doing these videos. I've never done this before, so I'm kind of learning as I go. I tried to use one of our rooms inside, and the lighting just was really bad. Too many shadows, and you couldn't hardly see anything. So I decided to try it outside. It's a pretty day, a little cooler for East Texas, but it's a decent day. So I thought, what the hell? Let's give this a shot. I've been trying to get these videos up and running for a while now. Seems there's more to the process of uploading a video than what I realized. Here I was thinking, I shoot a video, I upload it to YouTube, and hey, we're in business. Nope, didn't work quite so well. So I'm still learning how to do all this, so bear with me. Really what I wanted to accomplish with this channel is I want to start bringing some food for thought, I guess you could say. We have a lot going on in our country today. We've got healthcare, we've got our president and the wiretap issue. We have the Secret Service or NSA, the FBI. Everybody's out there talking about what the president said. But we're getting a lot of conflicting stories, and there's a lot of information that's coming out that it's kind of hard to keep track of. It's kind of hard to figure out who's telling us the truth. And I think unfortunately we can't really trust our mainstream media right now. They were just sowing the tank for Obama, and they hate Trump to such a degree that they don't seem to be able to do their jobs properly. And that's why you're seeing an increase in people like me, who are doing these videos, trying to get an alternative media out there that's not fake news. Because that's one thing that I'm really upset about, is I see so many stories coming out from CNN, MSNBC, you name it. Even Fox News hasn't been on the ball. I used to watch Fox News. I watched all the news networks actually, just because I like to get a well-rounded bit of information. I want to know what all sides are looking at, because I think it's important that we keep an open mind. And yes, I know I look like a redneck, and yes, I do have an open mind. I know that might be hard for some of you out there to believe, but it's important, especially right now, that we pay attention, that we stay engaged. There's too much going on in our country. There's too much that has our country at risk, and if you don't really believe that, start doing some research. Media out there is not our friend. I don't believe they are. I think that they're pushing the agenda that they want. You go back to when Obama first got elected back in 08. Yeah, god dang. 08. Was it 04? No, I guess it was 04. Yeah, it was a long time ago. My brain don't work so well. But anyway, if you go back, and I did this yesterday, I was looking at a lot of the old footage from back when Barack Obama first ran for president. And I was watching how the news, the media, just gushed over this guy. They never vetted him. They never looked into hardly anything that was coming out about him, the stories. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you remember Reverend Wright. I'm sure a lot of you remember, you know, the stories about his father and about him, you know, possibly being Muslim. I really myself haven't made up my mind on that, because the man said he was a Christian and then stepped out and said this was not a Christian nation. And as far as I'm concerned, we are a Christian nation. I know that's not the popular thing to say. And I'm not going to sit here and preach the Bible to you or anything like that. It's not my way. I'm not here to do that. All I'm here to do is try to get you to look at things from a different point of view. I'm not going to push an agenda trying to force you to look at anything in any one direction. I really truly believe that the problem that we're having is because everybody is only looking at what's right there. You know, that the old saying, you're not looking farther than past the end of your own nose. You know, well, that's pretty much what a lot of people are doing. You know, they can only see, they got blinders on, and they can only see what's right there in front of them. They're being fed these little sound bites and these little video bites. You know, and it's all, you know, crunched down to fit whatever agenda that particular organization is pushing. And my job, at least that's how I feel it to be. I really feel a drive to do this, because I don't see too many people out there coming at it from this direction. Everybody's got an agenda, whether it's conservative, you know, liberal, you know, in the middle, whatever. Everybody's got an agenda, and they're trying to push something. All I care about is that our country does not get destroyed. I mean, we are a constitutional republic. Yep, that's right. A constitutional republic, ladies and gentlemen. We are not a democracy. Look it up, please. It's a huge difference between a Republican democracy or a constitutional democracy, or God dang, I can't even talk. A constitutional republic compared to a democracy. It is a huge difference. And I would challenge you to go research that, look into it, you know, see exactly what it entails. It will open your eyes. Now, especially those of you who probably graduated, let's say, in the last 10 years, you didn't learn anything about that. Our history is being shoveled under. You are not learning our true history anymore. They cut it down. I mean, especially when you get into these, you know, more liberal areas. If you grew up in a smaller town, you know, if you were more country, most likely you learn a little bit more about, you know, our actual history. You still didn't learn enough. There is so much of it out there that our kids aren't learning, and we need to see the good and the bad of it, because that's how we're going to stop from allowing anything like that to happen again. And that goes from everything from slavery up to today, you know, with what's going on with these riots, and, you know, these kids out there that, and I believe me, I never thought I'd be saying this, because I remember when I was a kid, and hearing my grandfather goes, "Them darn kids, what ails them?" And I used to look at him thinking he was crazy. But I used to hear it a lot, though. I wasn't such a good kid. But I got in a lot of trouble. But it's just, now that, you know, here I am, I'm 43. I have a son, you know, my wife. And I definitely can see the difference in how I thought back then compared to how I'm thinking today. And what my priorities are, what's more important to me. You know, shoot, when I was in my early 20s, I was going to college, I was partying. You know, that's all I cared about back then. You know, I didn't have any attachments, didn't have any responsibilities. I got to just go out there and do my own thing. Well, then you grow up. then then life really begins. You know, that first part, that's just, you know, your kind of learning curve, you know. You pretty much figure out what you shouldn't be doing after a while, because you realize drinking every night doesn't really feel that good the next morning. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Really, you know, I've only got about 5 minutes left, so I need to get down to business here. We have a country in distress, and I think more of us need to stay engaged, get engaged, not get married, you know, stay engaged with, you know, the issues, but we need to really start thinking about what the people we have elected to make decisions for us are doing, because I really don't think a large majority of them have our best interest at heart. And whenever I'm talking about liberals, whenever you hear me talk about liberals, I am talking about liberals in the Democratic Party as well as the Republican Party, because I think we got some issues in the Republican Party too. I'm a independent conservative. If I found a Democrat that, you know, that had my beliefs, had my, you know, what I thought my best interest at heart, I would more than happy vote for him. But I unfortunately have not found one. And I haven't found too many Republicans I like either. I'm not going to tell you I love Donald Trump, because I went back and forth on Donald Trump for a long time. I did a lot of research into Donald Trump, because I knew that we needed someone like him. We needed a non-politician. I'm hoping that Trump ends up being the better man. Yes, we're having some issues with his tweeting and that right now. You know, I actually did send a letter off to the White House. I had some words to say to the man, and I really hope that he listened to them. I doubt it. You know, I would be being arrogant if I thought that he actually even read it. Some person that helps him probably read it, or just looked at it and said, "Oh, another quack, send it off." You know, I don't know if it was listened to, but I felt the need to do it. It's the first time in my life that I felt that need to do it. But I think more of us need to get engaged, need to stay engaged, and hold our politicians' feet to the fire. And I'm going to be doing a series of videos I'm going to try and break things down where it's a little more swallowable, or, you know, that's a bad word, a little easier to take. Try and break things down in a way where, you know, let's call them small bite-sized pieces, in a way so that we can really get into these stories, find out what the real truth is, because we really need this, folks. We really need to batten down the hatches. We need to tighten ship, you know, right the ship. And I think, and that's for all of us. I don't care what your race is. I don't care your skin color. I was not raised that way. I've never looked at a man for anything other than his character, since as far back as I can remember. I know there are people out there that have issues with skin color. Myself, I've never understood it. I've never understood why anyone would care what color someone else's skin is. But hey, I'm still the evil white guy. You know, I'm the homophobe, the racist, you know, and everything else, every other buzzword they want to throw at me. But you know what? I'm going to do this, and I don't care. I think it needs to be done, and I really hope that all y'all out there agree. And I'm coming up on my 15 minutes. I will be doing a second video soon. I just wanted to throw this one out there, introduce myself to y'all. Just remember the Patriot 24/7, 365. That is my YouTube channel. I have also started a GoFundMe page. I'm trying to, you know, raise some funds so that maybe I can turn this into something bigger. If y'all, you know, my GoFundMe is hand up, not hand out. If you'd like to go over and take a look at that, read my story. If you agree with it, pass it on. If you want, please donate. Otherwise, I will be seeing you soon. Y'all have a good morning.